The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Here we go, here we go!
On first down, they'll start out with Moss. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. This defense for the Patriots, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Richardson now on 2nd down. They'll run the screen with Moss. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Richardson to the air on first down. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, a 22.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved, because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Richardson. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. He's trying to get that to his running back, Zach Moss. And it's 3rd down. And you look at this Patriots defense, and they played well against the pass. Currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. And this is going to be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They start on the ground with Elliott. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2nd and 10. Now Jones. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. That one goes for 24 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Throwing Jones. He'll find Smith-Schuster again. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun. Jones got the connection here to Bourne. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The Patriots at 3-6 now on the year, and they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them, and I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
On 2nd down, Elliott. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. You look at this Colt defense. They're slightly better than average against the run, number 14 of the NFL.
They're not an elite unit. They're not, as what you say, the top part of the league against the run. They're a solid group, though. They do a good job. What they're looking for in this one, though, is an elite performance.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Jones. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Quiddy Pay getting in there and burying him behind the line. They'll make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
And he's got this down to the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. A nice toss play there to the left. More than enough room to move the chains.
And you know what I love about that play as a broadcaster? Seeing the big guys move. Seeing them get upfield and take out defenders. You know what I hated as a defensive back?
What?
That exact same thing. Seeing those linemen coming downfield, getting ready to blot out the sun.
1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets him down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now Richardson is going to keep it running right. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Richardson now on 3rd and goal. Sends it toward the sideline. Woods makes the catch. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Patriots get the football back. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Now Jones on 3rd down. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Zaire Franklin. And they'll spot him at the 3-yard line. But such a costly interception, nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive, because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop the score.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done, because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one.
Richardson hit it, he fumbles it. Oh, one of the linebackers has got him. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Jones. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 55 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Play action. Now Richardson. He's got it. Touchdown, Colts. Jelani Woods, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Now that was simply frustrating for the defense. They did everything they were supposed to, including putting a hit on the quarterback as he delivered the ball. Yet, it still resulted in a touchdown against them.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. On the return, Marcus Jones from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Nothing for him yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. On 2nd down, Elliott once more. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that's going to be incomplete.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Here's Bryce Behringer now.
Formation for the Patriots.
And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
48-yard line.
Ready.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
They'll run on first down with Moss. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's a second down and 7 from the 37.
Cardinal.
Richardson looking to throw. A short throw pulled in by Woods. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Third and 4. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. So now on comes the field goal unit. And wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one, as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will extend their lead even further. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Now a second and 10. Draw play, Elliott. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out, because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And they'll have it in the run zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And that one results in 35 yards.
And that might might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Juju Brents. And the Colts are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10. They go play action with Richardson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
And his kick is right there. It's good. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the 3rd quarter is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll try the right side with Elliott. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
Let's go now.
Moss on the give up the middle. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll go again here with Moss. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the the spot. Actually, no gain. So 3rd and long.
Go!
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. Off play action. Richardson. That's complete to Pierce. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it, and they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively, and you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. The first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
A handoff to Moss on the option. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5.
Fix the Eagles! Fix the Eagles! Pioneer!
Now Richardson back to throw it. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it, and the Patriots are going to get it back here just past the 35. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety, and you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
The run by Elliott, a good one on first down as he's able to pick up about 6 there.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. 2nd down and 4. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
49 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 38, Jones. Short pass caught by Henry. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense on 3rd down today, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? Advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, what are they, about 95% chance of winning it?
I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Okay, ready?
2nd and 11. Now a toss here. Moss running to the left. Pushing through the contact.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Ready?
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Richardson looking to throw this. Oh, and that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he's going to have a Patriots first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
Here we go. 11. 21.
Jones off the play fake, eluding the pressure right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Omaha.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Patriots come up empty on fourth down. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position.
Ready.
Now a give running left with Moss. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. 66 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
7 yards there and a first down. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
1st and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. Forced out to his left. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Ball at the 23, second and 8. Richardson to throw off play action. That is incomplete.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
And 8 yards to go.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. On the handoff, running left, Moss. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Zach Moss with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Chris Jones that time coming in with a tackle behind the line.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
Only able to make it to the 15 after the broken tackle. They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Elliott. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 74 yards rushing now for Zeke, and he's got a first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Now 2nd and 5. They go to Elliott again. And he's going to have a Patriots first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shot.